Hello everyone, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to the Unexplored Mojave. Today we're going to be checking out the Dorado Dry Lake along with the Dorado Gas Service. Obviously, given by the name, these two locations are right next to each other and kind of are part of the same geographic region. So obviously this is a pre-war gas station right along Highway 95. Now, I wanted to mention that if you fast travel here and you're vilified by the NCR or the Legion, you will often be attacked by assassins or by rangers. So just something to keep in mind when fast traveling to this area. So first, let's go ahead and jump into the gas station. Now, this is a location pretty much in the central part of the map, and a lot of players will see it as they make their way towards New Vegas. It's right by Vault 11 and Novak as well. Now, along the highway, we have a billboard for the Hoover Dam, and then we can also find a traveling merchant occasionally who will sell, obviously, various goods. This traveling merchant had some mini nukes and other goods, so I bought them. Now, in the outer part of the gas station, we can find a campfire along with a lot of makeshift bedding. There was also a hydra on the ground, which is, pretty decent. But not a whole lot outside, but it is a place that you can rest along your adventure towards New Vegas. Now, inside the gas station, there's actually some pretty decent loot. And I never really, observed gumdrops before, but I just wanted to point out there's, a radiation symbol on them. Obviously, they might actually be irradiated, knowing the Fallout universe, especially things like Nuka-Cola, Quantum. Now, inside this gun cabinet, we can find some ammunition, but not a whole lot else, and there's also some bottle caps and some star bottle caps next to the register. Now, over in these ammunition boxes, we can actually find some missiles, and in these sacks, we can find things like stim packs and ammunition, so that's pretty good, especially for a new player. And then heading back outside, we can find a billboard for the state lottery, obviously some kind of Big Ranch, Nevada state lotto. So, of course, Nevada, gambling, lots of state lotteries, probably in the Fallout universe. Now, past this billboard are some Bloatflies at the bottom. Now, Bloatflies are pretty common in Fallout 3, but in Fallout New Vegas, much less so. They tend to be near open water, and of course in the Mojave Desert, there just isn't a lot of open water. And then on the southern end of the Dorado Dry Lake, we can find a Helios One billboard, along with seeing Helios One in the background, which is located at the southern end of El Dorado. And there's also a Bloatfly behind this billboard as well. And we can see where this Bloatfly was hanging out near these water puddles up here, and we can also see a crane or a land mover and a lot of construction equipment at the top of this hill. It appears they were kind of working on the road here during the pre-war era, before obviously the bombs fell, but there's nothing really up here besides it, aesthetic purposes. Now, before going into the Dorado Dry Lake bed, I wanted to go over some quick, interesting facts. So, like many places in Fallout New Vegas, it's based on the real-world Dorado Dry Lake, located in Clark County, south of Las Vegas. It's in the exact same geographical area. And also, for whatever reason, you can find a lot of dogs around this area, so upon fast traveling to the Dorado Dry Lake, you might discover vicious dogs fighting with fire ants, and of course the fire ants will probably win. Also, on the northern end of the dry lake, sometimes you can find a lone prospector's dog. However, this dog cannot be interacted with, but sometimes it too will fight the fire ants located in the dry lake. Now, this location can be a good place to get jalapeños along with barrel cactus. So obviously, if you're doing some crafting or scavenging, this is a good place to go. And then just walking towards the dry lake, and eventually you'll discover the location like I did. And over here by this rock, we can see some barrel cactus that we can harvest. Now, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of fire ants within the dry lake. Now, these could prove challenging to a newer player, but the riot shotgun is so overpowered. And again, Veronica almost committed suicide by jumping in front of a person firing a gun. There, we got really close to killing Veronica. Oh my god. But anyways, the fire ants kept coming, and they don't stop coming. And basically, the fire ants can just keep coming out of this hole and respawning. I noticed when I left the area or reloaded a save, there would just be more fire ants, kind of disregarding the 3-day spawn rule. So the fire ants are really plentiful here, which I guess might be good for XP, but obviously there's a lot of XP to be earned in Fallout New Vegas, so I don't think you would ever have to do that. Now just north of the gas station, we can find this acoustic guitar, along with the Lonesome Drifter. Now this character is quite interesting. First, he hails from Montana, so shout out to people who live in Montana, and also he has a mysterious revolver on his body. Now this can be acquired through the quest talent pool, where you recruit him to work at the Tops Casino as a musician. However, for the purpose of this video, I just wanted to show off the revolver really quick and then reload the save, because I actually really love this character. And this revolver will always make those sounds whenever you equip or holster your gun. Now, over towards the northern edge of the dry lake, we can find what appears to be an old camping ground, kind of near Vault 11, and we can find some grills, and everything's in rough shape though, as I imagine the dry lake bed would flood from time to time. We can also find a trailer buried underneath the sand. Now, there's also a giant military convoy here, assumingly they were going to Vault 11. Now, this is the largest chain reaction possible within Fallout New Vegas, of course without some kind of mods or something. So you can do a lot of crazy things here. You can try and launch your character really far. Also, if you come here in hardcore mode, it's possible to kill your companions here, as they can, well, obviously they won't respawn, and then their body could be missing forever. Now, I tried blowing myself up, but honestly my body didn't get flung very far, so I tried to explode Veronica to see what would happen. So as we can see here, not only can it send people flying very far, but also all of the debris can be sent very far as well, and this debris can kill or injure the player character or any nearby NPCs. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Unexplored Mojave. If you have any recommendations for the next location, please post them in the comments section below, and as always, until next time.